The king and queen of the ring is in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And we officially know who will be competing on both sides for the king and the queen of the ring crown. And of course, we do know now with Triple H's new stipulation that we will be seeing a automatic guaranteed title shot. So we're going to jump into that. We're also going to deep dive the Intercontinental Championship match, the Women's Championship match, the Undisputed Championship match. Let's go ahead and break it down. Starting with the Intercontinental Champion. Big Bronson Reed won the opportunity to be in this match due to winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal the night prior to WrestleMania. So this has been building for about a month and a half now. And of course, we know Chad Gable's here because after the great match that him and Sami Zayn had, he done a dirty suplex to him in front of his wife and then did a ankle lock on the top rope while Sami was trapped between the ropes. So that has built this to where we currently are sitting. With that being said, I want to say that Sami would win this, but honestly, I think it's time we put a title on Big Bronson Reed. I know that sounds crazy, and a lot of people are not going to agree with me on it, but Big Bronson Reed has had the opportunity. It's there. He's had great matches against Ivar the Viking Raiders. I think this would be a good stepping stone for him. Now, if we don't give it to Big Bronson Reed, Chad Gable could also have the opportunity, and we could see a good heel run from Chad Gable. But I think what's going to happen is I think we're going to see the Alpha Academy turn on Chad Gable tomorrow, and that will be what causes him to not win this match. And I say tomorrow because currently at the moment it is still Friday here on the East Coast as we are recording this. And I think Sami will get taken out throughout this match. I think that's what's going to be his downfall. So Big Bronson Reed will be the upset win for this one. Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch. So Liv Morgan, of course, we know she's on this revenge tour. She's the one that took out Rhea Ripley, helped get her out of the WWE at the moment with her wrist injury, elbow, shoulder, whatever they truly categorized it as. And we know Becky won this in a over-the-top battle royal on Monday Night Raw a week later from Rhea relinquishing the title. And I think that it should have been Liv that won this originally. And the only reason I say that is Becky couldn't get the job done at WrestleMania. And then we give it to her 2 weeks later. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on Becky by no means. Becky is a huge champion. She always has been. She's Becky 2 belts. She's the man. She's big time Becky, whatever you want to call her. She's done what she's done and got where she's at. She has a great career. She's part of the Women Four Horsemen in NXT. Helped lead the women's evolution, the change that happened in the women's division. She's been part of some hellacious matches. So she has the accolades to be the champion going into this. Liv Morgan, on the other hand, she's had the championship. She's came a long way from being in the Riot Squad with Sarah Logan and that other partner they had, who I truly cannot remember what her name was in that group, but you know who I'm talking about. So the revenge tour makes sense. I'm going to truly say, walking out of King and the Queen of the Ring, we see Liv Morgan get the title, and we start building for what might be a return, if it can happen at SummerSlam, for Rhea versus Liv for the Women's Championship. Now, here is that quote I did mention. Triple H raised the stakes even higher. The women's winner and the men's winner of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament finals will each secure a championship opportunity at SummerSlam. So, with that being said, talking about the women's championship here, opportunity. So, whoever wins the women's King of the Ring between Lyra Valkyria and Nia Jax will be the huge momentum going forward. Now, of course, yes, That is a few months out, but it's going to be huge for them. So, with that being said, like I have said all week, like I've said tonight during our SmackDown watch along with chat, Lyra Valkyria has the resume to be a huge, huge wrestler and has the opportunity to show her ability and continue to move forward. I know she has set the pace to be on the top, and that is going to happen. She done it in NXT, and that's why she got the call up. She beat Big Time Bex for the women's NXT title. She's ran through the women's division there, so she has the credentials to be here. Nia Jax, on the other hand, she has been a dominant force since she came back. She's took out Rhea. She's took out Becky. She's took out Bayley. She took out Bianca tonight. She took out Jade in a sense. So she's made her way through the roster already. And so here we are. Now, I don't think if we have Lyra lose here, it would hurt her. She still has a ton of momentum, still tons of growth to do in the women's division on Raw. I think if we have Nia lose here, we actually hurt Nia this time, unlike when she lost to Rhea. So I am picking, and not off of any of that, but off who I truly want to see face. I want it to be Bayley versus Nia at SummerSlam. So Nia Jax would be our Queen of the Ring winner. So for the men's King of the Ring, to get the crown, we're going to see the legend killer, the Viper, Randy Orton, going up against the Ring General, Gunther, and what I think will be a show stealer of a match. I think this will be a barn burner. It will compete with the main event on what should be called the headliner. I do believe that this is going to be that magnitude of a match. I do believe Gunther will come in heavy-fisted. I believe Gunther has the ability to beat the brakes off of Randy, unfortunately. You can see that happening. But Randy Orton has never had this accolade. He has never been a King of the Ring winner. So I do believe that coming out of King and Queen of the Ring, we're going to have Nia win the Queen side. And to set up what I think would be the biggest SummerSlam match, we're going to see Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, the Prodigy versus the Legend Killer, the one who helped mold your current undisputed Universal Champion, is going up against the Apex Predator, the Viper, at SummerSlam. You're going to give me Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Cody wants it. We want it. Triple H, I think, wants it. Randy wants it. That's why he wins the King of the Ring. With that being said, we have to look at Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. I truly do believe that Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul is going to be a good match. It will have a better spot than what a lot of people is going to think. Logan will take, unfortunately, Cody through the ringer. I can see that happening. They're not just going to go in here and Cody just dominate and nothing really happen. So when it's all said and done, we're going to see some type of chaos. I don't know if we'll get a defined pin by Cody. I'm hoping we see the 1, 2, 3 and Cody wins. That's my pick. But if we're looking at everything else, Uncle Howdy based, if they do debut anything, I'm hoping it's during this match and we get a no contest. That would be the best aspect to happen. That way neither one loses. It doesn't tarnish either one's record or where they're currently at moving up the WWE ladder. But everybody, that is the Krakens predictions. Of course, let us know in the comments what you think. And of course, we will be live for King and Queen of the Ring at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, we're over.